From sending notifications to automating redundant tasks or orchestrating work, Airtable's automations can help you and your team stay connected. And now, with conditional logic for automations, your team has even more flexibility to automate even your most complex work. Imagine you're a part of an operations team, and you want your leads to know when their project is at risk. And each lead has their preferred method of communication. With conditional logic for automations, sharing the right information with the right people at the right time just got a whole lot easier. Rin leads the product team and prefers email, while Lee leads the marketing team and prefers Slack. Before conditional logic for automations, setting up triggered actions meant creating different triggers for each audience or update. Now, by adding conditional logic, you can send tailored messages, all from a single automation with one trigger. You can add conditional logic to any automation in just a couple steps. First, create the trigger by selecting Add Trigger. In this example, you'd configure your trigger to fire when a goal in the Launch Goals and OKR table is at risk. When a record matches these conditions, you want to send a custom notification to that goals team lead. This is where conditional logic comes in. Let's create a conditional group that will run custom actions for each team lead. To get started, select the plus sign next to conditional groups. Then configure the criteria for that group. The conditions you create will read like a sentence. Run action in this group if DRI is Rin. Then add an informative description. Add another group for the additional leads on your team. Add as many conditions as you need to fit your workflow. With your conditional groups created, now you can customize the actions triggered when a specific condition is met. Rin, your product lead, prefers email, so let's draft up a custom email to be sent to notify them. When any product launch is at risk, Rin will now receive this custom email. Lee, your marketing lead, prefers Slack, so we'll configure a message to send to the marketing channel if any of Lee's goals are at risk. As a final step, go ahead and turn on your new and improved automation. And that's just the beginning of what's possible using conditional logic for automations. For example, notify the right marketing stakeholders when a campaign email is ready for review, depending on the funnel stage. Or, depending on the team an applicant applied to, send an email, create a new record, and update the status on an existing record, all at the same time. With conditional logic, you can make a workflow that works just the way you want. Go ahead and add your own conditional logic to your automations today.